Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, coming to you from a nice, crisp morning here in Gainesville, Florida, a college town. The University of Florida is here in Gainesville, Florida. You can see the traffic behind me. It's early morning, I just woke up, crawled out of my van, put my hoodie on, put my sunglasses on, and now I'm watching all the college students in their really awesome, old school looking bugs, Volkswagen bugs, going to class or going to work here in Gainesville, Florida. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Solar Walk. It's a solar walk. Have you ever been on a solar walk, sir? Sir, have you or your wife or your child ever been on a solar walk down a sidewalk like this one? Well, you have now, son or daughter or pet or whoever's watching this. DailyWoo. In 2002, this was formulated as a plan and brought to fruition right here on this little thoroughfare in Gainesville, Florida. I'm kind of wondering if all this traffic and onlookers and drivers even care about or even have any knowledge of the solar walk. It's the solar walk. And what is the solar walk, you might ask? Well, we have a little remnant here letting us know, a little tidbit of info in the form of a placard. Whoa, that guy's whistling. He's not whistling at me, but he's whistling because there is traffic coming across in the form of pedestrians. It's very early. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning here in Gainesville. There's school traffic, not the college, but regular elementary and high school traffic, going to class, going to school. It's a plethora of knowledge here in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm going to give you some knowledge in the form of the solar walk. Look at this. The Gainesville Solar Walk, right here. A scale model of our solar system. Wow. Starts off with the sun, and of course, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto are way down that way. Starts off in order. I'm believing it's in order. I'm not super knowledgeable about the order of the planets. Maybe you could give some info by leaving some comments down below about what you have factual in your noggin about your brain knowledge of the planets and the solar system and the stars. Not the stars. Well, the sun technically is a star, I believe. But about the planets here on the solar walk. Look at this. The sun to Pluto is 3.6 billion miles. And they've scaled it down to less than a mile, 0.9 miles. Installed in 2002. So it's been 11 years since they have installed these little monoliths of concrete right along here. Planet monuments. Let me get a closer look. We can get up close and personal with some of these really awesome structures that have actually been dedicated to the planets that other creatures, other aliens might live on. And aliens known as humans, you and I live on Earth. But we're starting here with the sun. Look at this. The sun. They almost look kind of run down, but I think that's actually how they were made. I think they were made to look like this. From a distance, they look kind of like abandoned and a little bit decayed, but really that's not the case. They're actually in pretty good shape. A lot of little info right here. So if you're in Gainesville, come out here and take the solar walk also. It's very, very, very lengthy. It starts off with the first cluster of planets that are all together closest to the sun. And it goes way down that way. I'm not really sure, maybe about a half a mile or a mile. So you got to put your walking shoes on. If you're going to walk through the solar system, make sure you have some walking shoes on. Unlike my flip-flops. See, I have flip-flops on. You don't want flip-flops when you're walking through the solar system. Well, really you do. I wear flip-flops pretty much anywhere. Unless you're on the sun. If you're on the sun, your toesies are going to get burned. My toesies are getting burned. I can't believe I just said toesies, but it is early, and I really have not had my caffeine. I need to stop talking about how I need to get caffeine, but it's very early. It's around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the a.m., maybe a little later, 8-ish. By the time I get this uploaded, it'll probably be about 8:30 or 9. But it's still somewhat early. Too early really for these sunglasses, but I have a tremendous buildup of sleep and gook, and my eyes still have not awoken yet. So hopefully soon, hopefully the solar system and the excitement of the solar system, and Mercury. What is this, the sign for Mercury? Look at this. A little mirror. There's a little mirror. Look at that. There's us in there. There's us right there. Look. There's us right inside of there. There's my glasses. There's all kind of little weird cylinder spheres of marble in here. I'm not really sure what that is dedicated for. All kind of info along the solar line. Not only are there the planets, but also look at this. That's the Comet of Halley, also known as Bill Haley's Comet. Halley's Comet right there. I remember a long time ago when I was a child, Halley's Comet was coming through. And my dad and I, that's Halley's Comet right there. That's not the comet we saw, but my dad and I went out in the middle of the woods. We lived in the panhandle of Florida at that time. It was freezing cold. We tried to see Halley's Comet in the darkness, in the nether regions of the woods. We looked up in the sky and we could not find it. We didn't see it. Everybody was excited about Halley's Comet and the excitement of that whole historical event where Halley's Comet comes through once every, 97 years, 92 years, 118 years, 4 years. I don't even know how often Halley's Comet comes through, but it was an exciting event that we missed. We did not see Halley's Comet, and the reason, Dad, we did not see Halley's Comet is because it's right here. It has landed in Gainesville. Hey, Gainesville? What is Gainesville? Gainesville. It's Halley's Comet right here. Halley's Comet in Gainesville. Okay, we have Venus down there. We have Earth. That's us. We're right there on Earth. Wow. We're actually going to look at us from a totally opposite angle. These people are probably all wondering what I'm doing. And they're wondering why they're here when they should be in here. Earth. That's Earth right there. So if you look up in that cylinder, way up there, that guy driving by right there in that truck right there could actually see himself right there. Sir, in the truck right there, he's actually right up there witnessing himself going to work or to school or wherever else you go in that white Ford, or is that a Chevy truck, work truck? Maybe he's going to school in a work truck. Could you actually do one other thing in a vehicle that's made for another purpose? I think you could. I serve a lot of purposes that have nothing to do with the original purpose that I started off on. I was going to do a vlog about these, but I've just started about... All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I really am not even awake yet. Really, I have not even awoken yet. I'm going to keep walking down this way, and then I'm going to go back to my van, and I'm going to continue on. I'm kind of heading north, maybe a little bit northeast. Who knows where I'm going to end up today in Florida. And then I'm going to keep careening northbound. Make sure you hit me up on the social networks. The links are all down below. Facebook, /TheDailyWoo. Or Instagram, AdamTheWoo, and also Twitter, AdamTheWoo. I also have a Vine. Find me and all that stuff. You can Google me and try to find me. Talk to me either through comments or through the social networks. Aforementioned social networks. You can find me on all those. Also, if you want a t-shirt of mine, Adam the Woo t-shirt, check down below for my t-shirts, adamthewoo.spreadshirt.com. Subscribe up here, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm on a road trip. You can follow me every day. I film a new video every single day. I don't know why I'm singing, but I think you pay more attention to me when I sing. I pay more attention to myself when I sing. Now pay attention to this. Random, non-coherent ending to a vlog that has nothing to do with the original point of the vlog. Goodbye.